If you're stuck at a certain revenue level and you want to grow beyond that, but you're not quite sure how, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to do to grow your business in 2023 without working 150 hours a week and suffering burnout. My name is Tim Calise, and I am the founder of multiple seven-figure businesses and number 2 to multiple 8-figure CEOs, including most recently, Alex Hormozi at Gym Launch. First, I think we need to define what growing a business is. The words growing and scaling are sometimes intertwined or interconnected, and the reality is they are quite different. Growing a business is growing revenue, so it is about sales and product. Scaling, on the other hand, is about systems and people. Most business owners, especially ones that are under $10 million a year, need to focus on growing their business rather than scaling their business. For me, growing a business includes 3 important levers: price, product, and positioning. And we wrap all 3 of these in a self-liquidating offer. In a business, our job is to deliver value in exchange for money. So when we think about pricing, it really comes in 2 forms. One is the price when someone makes their first purchase, and the second is to have pricing options for your existing clients. A lot of business owners believe in the idea of upsells. That means selling everyone a low ticket offer and then offering them ways to increase their sales with you over time. Now, this can work in many businesses, but in my opinion, the best way to do it is to have multiple price points on the back end to cater to multiple different types of buyers. But the most important price to focus on in the beginning when you're looking to grow is your front end price. You need to have a higher ticket front end offer, which gives you 2 critical pieces. One, it allows you to generate as much revenue as possible from a new client at their point of first purchase. And what that allows you to do is then use that money to go and acquire another client. And the reason why this is important is most business owners try to include a low ticket or free offer on the front end, thinking that's the right way to attract clients. And unfortunately, it doesn't work. Unless you have infinite funds, the best way to do it is to charge the most when the pain is the highest and capture as much money as possible at that first purchase to reuse to acquire the next client. We call this a self-liquidating offer. It's one of the most important pieces of growing a business successfully and consistently over time. Now you can think about, how do I do pricing? And that takes us to our second point, and that's about the product. You might think to yourself, I'm not quite sure if what I have is worth a higher price. The short answer to that is, if you are able to create a product that someone is willing to buy, you are probably smart enough to figure out a way to improve the value that you can deliver. And you do that typically in 2 ways. You either do it faster or you do it with more support. And so if you are in a service business right now and you're charging, say, $50 for a specific program, I would think about, how do you deliver a $500 product? What needs to be true for someone to say yes to a $500 ticket? And the reason why that's important is because it will cause you to think about delivering tons more value on the front end. And as we know, how someone enters your world is how long they will stay in your world. So by giving them a higher ticket product on the front end, it will actually encourage them to stay with you longer over the course of time, which drives what's termed lifetime value, or LTV. Third is positioning. How you combine pricing and products is how the market will perceive your positioning, both for themselves and against other potential competitors. Your positioning should be, you are the best option in your market for what you offer. The way that you can play with this a little bit is to have multiple price points and multiple offers to attract different types of buyers. And the best way to think about this is to just start with a basic 3-tier pricing structure. You have a low ticket entry, which might be a downsell or an entry level for your basic client. Then you have your core offer, which is a fit for 50, 60, 70% of the clients you might have. And then you should have a high ticket offer. And this will resonate with about 5 to 10% of your audience. This is for the person who wants to go deeper with you, who wants to have more hand-holding, or have you do more of the work. Or lastly, just simply wants more certainty. I was recently talking to someone and they were talking about a VIP ticket at an event they were going to. And she said the words, "I bought the VIP ticket because it's who I am." And I want to bring that example forward because it's not just about the product, it is the positioning of you as the provider and the person doing the buying. There are simply people who are quote unquote VIP package people. And if you don't have something to offer them, they will either not buy from you or they will buy a lower ticket option and then go and find someone else to fill out what it is they're looking for. So you should always have a high ticket offer because again, 5 to 10% of your buyers will take you up on it. So now you know the 3 most important levers to pull to grow your business in 2023. But the reality is, if you don't have the right type of people on your team, growing is just gonna be a pain. So watch this video on how to hire and attract the right people for your business.